You look like I got a headache now.
No,
All right.
I have a big forehead, so I rub it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Botcast. I'm your host, the Frankster, and I'm here with my good buddy.
The Arrow, DJ Hart, in fabulous shattered glass fashion.
And we are here to talk about Transformers, and in specific, Transformers Earth Wars. We got an interesting topic this week, and we got some pretty interesting news and updates on everything going on. So, without any delay, let's get on into it. And DJ, how was your week on the game?
Horrible. Well, I got the same prizes as everybody else. Cybercore Alpha completed the event, but I could not get myself to score some points. Bad mornings, bad evenings. I only scored 11,000 points for Alpha. I had to score another 7 or 8,000 points for Omega after Alpha completed the event. Work was busy. I just had a bad weekend. Go ahead.
I scored pretty well when we
I'm not going out there.
my dog issue.
Yeah, he's wanting me to let him out. Now he wants me to follow him. Finn, we just started recording. We just started recording. I think he's looking for the... I'm just going to leave the door open. I think he's looking for the cat. Anywho, so yeah, that was my weekend. Horrid.
Mine went pretty good. I scored really good. Was assisted by the fact that new joiner bundle, those extra fuel cells, I was able to get a huge head start.
Yep.
Led the Alliance all the way until like the 11th hour. I went to sleep Saturday night. 2 people jumped ahead of me, and it was over by the time I woke up. And I was like, oh, man, I had a chance.
Yeah.
So I did good. I got 4-star tracks, as you saw in my Crystal Kraken.
I did see
so
that. That's
awesome.
pretty nice.
The more exciting part of my week, though, was I finally got a Titan.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Wasn't nowhere near the bot power I should have been to get him. I was like 7,000 below the recommended, but I pulled it off.
Yeah, and you did it a little bit. You did it easier than I did.
Yeah. I only thing I can figure is like I was telling you earlier when we weren't filming, because I think aerial bots don't have the health that some of the other ones do. They're lower health, but they have the range.
Right.
And I think the extra health of my bots is what allowed me to power through it a little bit quicker than how you did.
You're probably
the only
right.
thing I can figure.
You're probably
Because
right.
your team was way stronger than mine.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is the health.
Well, that and so the aerial bots, I rely on them to one shot and kill defenses to make to create a path. Well, in that campaign, I couldn't one shot the defenses. They were really high health, so that's where I started kind of getting in trouble because I was having to double up on each defense with my aerial bots, and it was costing me more points. So I wasn't able to boom, boom, boom like I normally do. And, you saw the rest.
And plus, you did not have a level 16 4-star Magnavox.
No, I had a level 21 5-star Omega Supreme.
Yeah, but honestly, comparing the two, Magnavox was doing better.
Well, I don't know about that. I'd have to watch it again.
Like, I'm telling you, Magnavox is a beast.
He is.
And it's all because of how his abilities stack.
Yeah, they work very well together. I like that ability a lot. I'm looking forward to getting mine leveled up. But it's going to be a while because he won't be the next 5-star combiner. So he's going to be staying on an even keel with the rest of my combiners, while the one that's announced as the next 5-star is going to get, level to the moon. So, in other things, so Cyber Pass, we both completed it.
Yes. Actually, I'm like a day and a half worth of daily quests from completing it because I couldn't get any of the points for the war stuff because I've only beaten one war battle since Cyberpass started,
Right.
and that was actually on my video that went up probably yesterday if you're watching this, but it was this morning as of us recording. So that's the only war battle I've won.
Okay, I thought you completed Cyber Pass. I thought you had the whole.
I have the 5-star shards all the way up to there. I don't have the skins yet. I'm like
Oh.
100. I'm like 120 away.
Oh yeah, you'll get that.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like 2 days and done.
Well, I unlocked those either yesterday or the day before, and I like them. You know, and we do get one of each. We do get we
Nice.
get Megatron and we get Optimus. So I put them on my 4 stars of each, and I must say I like the way it looks.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using those probably on my weekend updates this week as I'll use those teams so everybody can see them in action. But
Yep.
it's interesting. I love Megatrons. I'm not
I
that
do too.
big a fan of Optimus.
I
but
like
really
Optimus's.
Megatron.
It's such a cool, just dark take on his normal color scheme. I like it a lot.
It is. I don't know. I'm not that big on it. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's the better evil Optimus is the Decepticon,
Nemesis
the
Prime.
fake Nemesis Prime. I love that look
the
for
black
evil
with the
Optimus.
red.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it
like
doesn't look
that.
bad either, but I don't know. Shattered Glass Optimus looks really good to me. Anywho,
We'll see. Maybe you'll change my mind once I see it. But
Yeah.
but pretty good week in the game for me. So sorry yours wasn't so great, but it
I'll make
happens.
up.
I've
We got a
had weeks
million
where I
point
got
event
nothing.
coming up this weekend. I'll make up for it.
Yeah, it should be pretty exciting. All right, well, what do you say we go ahead and head on to our next segment? So I will let you do what it is that you do.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I will do what it is I do, and what I do is the news. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the news. It is week 3 of the saga. Our upcoming event is called When Worlds Collide. So this will be a 1,000,000-point event. On the line will be 1,500 5-star combat shards. That's a first for a weekend event. 2,500 4-star shards, 5,000 3-star shards, and 50,000 premium crystal shards. G1 G-Metal Power Core chip, 3 G-Metal Power Core chips, and 7 Gold Power Core chips. The G1 G-Metal Core is the last prize. You've got to get the 1,000,000 points to get it. As well as 200,000 combat spark and regular spark. So good stuff there. Everything worth grinding for. Battle zones are normal, and here's the tier of prizes. All the way down to the 1,000,000 points where you get the G1 G-Metal Core. Alright, new characters coming to the game. Shattered Glass Jetfire and Shattered Glass Thundercracker. So Jetfire looks all awesome, dark and purple, and Thundercracker looks like he's at the peace rally outside of the White House. All he's missing is a flower wreath.
It looks like he ate too many Skittles.
Yeah, taste the rainbow. So, however, there is a reason for this paint scheme. So, for those of you who don't know, there was a line of toys called Action Masters once upon a time, and they were non-transforming action figures of the Transformers. This is the color scheme that they used for Thundercracker. Nobody knows why. It was just weird and gaudy, and they just did it, and they never explained why. They just did it. So that's where that color scheme comes from, and they used it for Shattered Glass. Our new combat bots, Steeljaw and Shattered Glass Ravage. Their abilities have been announced, and what they're going to do is fire rockets from a distance. They're going to have the range of a gunner. They're going to be companion bots, and every 20 seconds or so, they'll shoot rockets that cover an area in smoke. So bots in that area will receive less damage, similar to Trax's ability. So nice. That is the ability, and if nothing else, they make their gunners, essentially. So that would make excellent addition to squads. Alrighty, and then right here, our playtesters have their comments, so you can pause this and read through that. And there's a few more going through here until we get into some of the imagery of our bots, and there's Texas Hammer's imagery that he took from his test account. Alright, game updates and information. So they're talking about the catch-up mechanic for the Titans and for Omega. so you can read a little bit about that. And also, the leaderboard coming up for Jetfire and Thundercracker, the top 5 alliances will get a 5-star. I have my feelings about that. We will discuss that later. Alrighty, and then showcase content creators. All right, so Sunstreaker Waza and a good buddy of his, Tex, rated every warrior bot in the game for 2022, and you can check that out by going into your newsletter, clicking the link below, and I will include a link in the description below of our video so you can go to this as well. And then right here, yours truly, weekly Crystal Cracking video, and I'm giving away 8 loot links in this, and I was going to announce the winners in today's botcast. So hopefully all of you have seen this, looked at the trivia question, found the answer, and commented the answer. Alrighty, and then the community corner, we got images that people illustrated, animated, pictures of guys' toys, just cool stuff. And then this guy has all the Megatrons. I mean, all the Megatrons. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then another guy's toy collection. There are so many toys. Oh, and look at that. He's got that Arc Transformer right there from the not the Earthrise, the Kingdom line. Oh, that looks really good standing there. And then the Saga schedule. We're currently in week 3. 5-star combat shards are in this 1 million point event. And then we have 2 weeks left to go after that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news.
All right, so some pretty exciting news and interesting, too. For the first time ever, a leaderboard event, the top 5 alliances in the leaderboard get a 5-star bot just straight out.
Yep, and it's our newest bot, too, the Shattered Glass, Jetfire, and Thundercracker. These bots...
Which I mean, we were saying, leaderboard. I remember saying in one video we were talking about, how like the 3-star wasn't that much of a reward. How could they boost it?
Right.
And now they come out with this, and I kind of like the idea. I mean, top 5. That's very few people are going to get this 5-star. Very few. The elite of the elite.
Right. So
how do you feel about it? I know.
5 times 40. That's the max number of people that's going to have this bot for a while.
Yeah, so 200.
Is that what 5 times 40 is?
Yes.
40,
5 times 4 is 80, 20. Add another 0.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait.
Math, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. 40, 80, 120, 160. Yeah, you're right.
Math, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, they're still teaching it in schools.
If I gave you a rabbit today and a rabbit tomorrow and 3 rabbits the next day, how many rabbits would you have? He said 15. I said, you don't know much about math. He said, you don't know much about rabbits.
But yeah, so 200 people at maximum will get it. So I know you've got a lot to say, so I will hand you the floor.
I don't have a lot to say. I just want to... So we discussed leaderboard events in the past, in a video where we discussed event structures, do they work? Are they, Leaderboards was the one I think we had the most commentary on, and the reason for that is because I don't like leaderboard events as they are. Leaderboard events are pay-to-win events. The guys who are in the top 5, top 10, they are spending all the money on mechanics that allow them to score more points more often. Cyber coins, fuel cells, all of it's costing real dollars, real pounds, real dineros. Wherever you live, you're using that money. And I don't like that about leaderboard events. I want to know who the top alliance is through the grind alone. Now, a 5-star bot is on the line. A 5-star bot. Only 200 people are going to get this bot, and only 200 people will have him for the foreseeable future. The people who are going to get him are the people who are going to buy him. That's basically how it works. They are purchasing this bot. It's not a reward. It's at this point, it's a retail product. That's kind of how I feel about it. So, and I even put it in the live stream. SpaceSafe did their live stream today, and I asked on all 3 platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And I had to step away, so the question may not have been answered. Or may have been answered, but I didn't see it. But this event, especially this event, for it to be fair, for it to be an even playing field, to give everybody a real shot, regardless of monetary status, at this 5-star bot, pay-to-win mechanics must be disabled. They have to be. I understand that SpaceUp has to make money on this game in order for the game to continue. I'm not arguing against that. I'm all for it. But this event, and events like it, we've got to disable the pay-to-win mechanics so that we can see who the true leaders are, who's really grinding it out, who's logging in every 3 hours, maxing out their fuel cells and then logging back off and repeat process. Who doesn't have the deepest pockets? There's a boy living in a foreign country that loves this game but doesn't really have any money, and his parents, don't have a lot of money. So obviously he's not spending money on this game, but he loves to play it. And he would be tickled to death if his alliance got the 5-star bot because they were the ones who grinded it out the hardest. And that's my piece on that.
That is an impassionate argument you make there, and I get the frustration. I do. I understand it. Maybe they're going to do something we don't know about because they've never done a 5-star bot as an event reward like that. Like usually you get the 4-star.
Right.
This is the first time a leaderboard's had, anybody at all getting the 5-star.
Right.
It makes me wonder, are they going to get to a point where they just make we still have the 5-star bundles, and a new bundle every so often, but then they offer the opportunity of a 5-star crystal that's a random 5-star bot among all of them that's been released, and then these newer bots will be thrown in it.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering that, because I was like you, I was trying to grasp, I'm like, only, a very small portion of the player base can get this. And if we got to wait for that bot's turn in a bundle, that's going to be forever. So my just hypothesizing here is, are they going to do, like I said, and just do where you can just get, it's just called a 5-star crystal, and you'll have a shot at anything, or you can pick a bundle and have a more closer idea of what you're going to get. So you can roll the dice and try to get the new one, or grab the bundle and kind of know where you're at.
I like that. I like that a lot. So
yeah, that's the only thing I could think of as to how they're gonna kind of even it out.
Yeah,
because then you would have a shot at him, but it would just be whatever.
Right. Now the 4-star is still up for grabs too, and they haven't said with any kind of positivity who's going to get that. Like, if it's going to be top 10, if it's going to be top 20. I chimed in top 100.
Yeah.
But so they haven't said, I think they're leaning towards top 10, but they haven't said for sure. So it may be that top 10, or that top 10, it may be that the 4-star is just going to be much more achievable for players in the leaderboard event than it had been previously. Much more. Maybe, I don't know. It depends.
I would not be against the 4-star being top 100, top 75, top 50, just because at that point in the game, like I made the argument before we talked about this, the 3-star is worthless to those players. I'd say 98% of them won't even bother with it because they're like, oh, he's a 3-star.
Right.
So for me, the 4-star is a more than adequate reward for the whole top 100, just a guaranteed 4-star.
Yeah, because we're the ones. So the top 100 players in Cybercore Titans typically is always in the top 100, if not in the top 70. We've been top 50 before. So we would be guaranteed to get that bot, and now you and I would still make use of the 3-star all day long. We would still use that because we still see the value in it. We can still make it work, but the majority of players in the top 100 don't even level their 3-stars. They don't bother cashing in the bot shards to get them, so they won't waste their time with them. So if you give that to the top one, if you get the 4-star to the top 100 players, well, now they got something that they can make use of. But now that the 5-star is in this, it's still, it's still very, very, we've maintained the status quo essentially. We've just upped the ante a little bit, and then the 3-star can be the one that's awarded to players who complete the event. Like not complete it, but like get all the top tier prize before it gets into like the guys that are really dogging it out.
Yeah.
Like where you would get where the 2-star used to be. Now the 3 stars in that spot, and the 4 stars in the top 100, and the 5 stars the top 5. That essentially can be the new structure, and it would work, and it would not break the game. And it's only a once in a while thing. It's only once in a while they're gonna do something like this. So if they ever do it again.
Because sometimes you just have the events for new bots where you just get a crystal with a chance at any version. There's not even like bot at the end of the rainbow guaranteed. It's just
right.
Whatever. So I mean, to me, it's like that would be a simple solution. I'm interested to see what they do now because, like you said, they've upped the ante with throwing a 5-star in there.
Yeah.
So anything's game at this point. So I'm excited.
Yeah, but again, now everybody's like checking their budgets. Okay, I need to allot this amount of money, over here, so I have it for this weekend. Everybody's like creating like the Transformers Earth Wars fund. They're like, and they're gonna buy that 5-star bot rather than earning it through. Don't get me wrong, they grind it out. They have to. They grind it harder than everybody else.
Yeah.
But their wallets are what enables them to win. And not everybody
pretty much
can do
the top 100. They're all like all them alliances, all them players are super maxed out and beefy and all the way up there. So, like you said, it does come down to who has the more resources as far as monetary wise,
right,
to get extra fuel cells to separate them from the others.
Right, and even players in the Cybercore family of alliances, especially like the guys that make it into Titans. I think the most I ever saw a guy score was 60,000 points. And he was spending money, and I'm not begrudging him. I mean, that helped us out in that event. It really did.
Yeah.
But I want to see what happens if nobody can buy it. If you have to log in, score your points, log back out, and then log back in again after 3 hours. I want to see what that scoreboard would look like, and I want to see who would be on top, especially for this event. The only way to do that is to disable the pay-to-win mechanics. That's the only way to do it.
I'd love to see one of the ones where every battle zone's 10 battle points and you can't buy fuel cells.
There you go.
That would really separate things.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate I don't know that I want it to be 10 points apiece, because then everybody would just be in zone 1 all day. That's all they would do. They would just take like like Elita 1 and just all their top bots and just one shot the HQ over and over and over and over and over. And then there's no challenge, other than to make sure you're logging in on time and logging back out,
Well, that would be who's going to be on there the most then.
And essentially the way I want to do it would be the same, except for you actually have to make sure you're scoring in higher bases. And that's how I want to do it. Who's scoring in like the zone 15 and 16, or I don't think that even exists actually, but you know what I mean, versus who is scoring in like zone 12. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a pure grind event where you can't but pay to win. I'm repeating myself. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to hammer that point home, and to the point where you can't get it out unless you got a pair of pliers. That point is in there, embedded.
Oh, well, I feel like we've definitely spent enough time going over the news of one aspect of it. So let's go ahead and why don't you bring up the comments and let's head on to the mailbag.
All right. All right, guys, here we are in the comment section of our Botcast episode 14. We had 11 comments. Some of them were replies from me. But our first comment comes from Willard Edward Heckman. Yeah, the Shattered Glass skin cores. I hope they create more of those. I'm sure they will. Lord Avix commented, I fully agree, the Biner. Titan bundles are a kick in the teeth. Yeah, there you go. So Lord Avix agreed that you needed to get the 4-star component for your Omega Supreme, and he agrees that the catch-up mechanic for the Titans and everything is kind of a kick in the teeth. And and that kind of was our take. I personally didn't like it. I think it's too early for a catch-up mechanic. And then Bossman6774 says, thank you for sharing your strategies. I will definitely have to give them a try. Still love the Cyber Pass. It helps you take risks and try things you haven't tried before. Yes, sir, you're right, and I love it. I like it for that same reason. All right, and then William Edward Hackman again. Great strategies, guys. RB Blades says, so if only 2 people answered, can we get 4 each? That was the loot links I was giving away. No, bud, but by now you've already gotten the loot link. I sent you 2 each, so congratulations. And then we have a comment from somebody who I believe is new. Freezius Max should have purchased OS for 100 and then got Monkey Prime.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because I already have Monkey Prime. It was actually the Barney T-Rex. But, like, no, 100, I'm not willing to drop 100 on any video game for any kind of thing. I mean, if the game and it's like limited edition or something, maybe, but usually I still just buy the regular for like a console game. So
Yeah.
I know 100, that's way out of my budget.
I think the most I ever spent on a console game was $80 for like the super secret like a cool edition of Halo Reach.
Yeah.
And the only reason I was willing to do that is it was the only copy they had at the Walmart that I was in. And B, I had a gift card that had like $100+ on it, so I was like, oh, it was free money anyway, so why not? You know. Plus, I didn't feel like driving all the way down the highway to the next Walmart to see if I could find just a regular copy.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then once again we have another comment from RB Blades. First commented. Well, I mean it probably is. We just got this thing out of order. Maybe I can sort this. Hang on. Newest first. Yep, there we go. So now we got it in order. So first comment, and awesome episode as always. Congrats on the 4-star Mega Supreme. So that was for you, Frankie.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, and let's see. And then from John J. Pollock. Welcome back, John J. Pollock. I guess I don't have to find you.
I will find him!
Said, hey guys, send me a link to your Discord servers. And I replied, I sent him a link to my Discord server, because Frankie, you don't have one set up yet. And we don't have one for the Botcast yet. So hopefully, John, you did receive that. And if you haven't, just let me know. And let's see. And then the last comment is from Legend Victor. You both are funny, LOL. Oh, well, thank you.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, we try. We try to add a little something, to the show. So,
With us being dead serious for an hour every week, I think people would tune out.
I think they would too. But thank you everybody for commenting. We love you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the mailbag segment.
Lots of good comments. So that leads us to the main event of this week's episode, which is our main topic about our favorite Shattered Glass characters, our differences, the skins, I guess.
Yeah, the color schemes.
Color schemes. There you go. Thank you. I was getting lost there. What I was trying to say.
What happens to me all the time.
It is about to be my turn eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Shattered Glass. Good characters are evil. Evil characters are good. And color schemes are all changed up. So, DJ, I'll give you first crack at it. What is a Shattered Glass color scheme that you're a fan of?
I'll tell you one that I'm a fan of that I already know you don't like, and that is Shattered Glass Optimus Prime.
I wouldn't say I don't
really like
it.
the purple.
I think it would have been better if they would have inverted, done black with purple. I think it would have looked better. Use the purple as the highlight, not the main color.
Like black as his body and purple for his head and legs.
Yeah, and you could even do the windshields as purple.
Yeah.
Use to me, I like purple better as a secondary color, not a primary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no matter what they did, your idea, the way they did it, if they just left it with the Nemesis Prime color scheme, no matter what, it would look good. But I like it. I think it looks really good.
All right, so on to the first one I thought of, and this one is my absolute favorite. I got to admit, I love this design, and it is Soundwave.
Yeah.
His Shattered Glass color scheme is amazing. I love the bandana.
Yeah.
The colors, it all just works.
I like the bandana too. It's and I have not read the Shattered Glass comics or even watched read-throughs of them on YouTube. I need to because I love the idea. I really want to know if he's like a ninja.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah,
looks
that
like,
would be cool.
I swear
He
to
does.
God, he looks like the Karate Kid Transformers.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
That's all.
And then all his minions would be in front of him doing the same thing.
Yeah. It is a really good color scheme, and I am curious as to like the character. I never read Shattered Glass. I didn't know it was a thing until I saw the YouTube video about the basics on it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." So, yeah, but definitely Soundwave is a good one. So, you got anything else, DJ?
I really love Shockwave, Shattered Glass. I love the blue and the gold. I so wanted him for the Autobot side, and then they like went and did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Space 8.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I would put Goldbug on one of the ones I'm not that big on.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just
No.
doesn't stick out as one that makes me go, "Oh, that looks cool." It doesn't. It's just all right.
Yeah, no.
It just works.
Yeah.
It just works for what it is. It's nothing special.
Yeah.
I mean,
Another,
they did a good
Shattered
job
Glass.
designing him. Don't get me wrong. They
Yeah.
did.
Well, the next one on my list is actually technically already in the game because they used him for another character in the main continuity, and that's Rodimus. Shatterglass Rodimus is cool, and he's in the game already as a Decepticon as Rodimus Unicronus.
Yep.
And he's so cool. I love the black with the purple flames.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love the beard. They gave him the Spock beard from Mirror Mirror as like an homage.
Yep.
And they just kept that when they made him Rodimus Unicronus because
Yep.
it fit.
It did. It looks really good. I like it too.
So he's really cool. I'm wondering if maybe we'll get a Rodimus Prime Shattered Glass skin that'll make him look like the Decepticon equivalent, Rodimus Unicronus.
Maybe.
I mean, I just
well,
wondered
I mean, that
because-
would be weird because we've already got that in the game. And the whole
We
point is to
do.
bring the skins
That's what I'm saying. That's
nobody
why
has.
I don't know
Yeah, they
if they're
probably
going to touch
won't.
it or not.
I mean, they'll
They
give us new
should.
skin
It's
cores for sure, but I think they're only going to give us skin cores of boss
Yeah.
that we're not actually going to get.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that's why I was saying. I mean, because there's not a reason to give another Rodimus. That's why I was like, maybe a skin core just to make him.
We don't
I
need
agree.
it. I've got them on my Decepticon account. I don't need it.
What if there's a Shattered Glass Rodimus Unicronus that's actually like Autobot colors? Because I don't know all the characters. I tried to look it up, and it's hard to differentiate from fan designed and what's actually there. So I just went to like looking at the pictures from the comics, like panels and stuff, to try to find ones I hadn't seen before to make sure I wasn't missing anybody.
Yeah.
But okay, well, I still like Rodimus and Shattered Glass.
Yeah, he looks really good.
To be fair, I'm a Hot Rod fan, so I
Yep.
mean, I got to.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. What if there's a Hot Rod Shattered Glass skin?
There is. It's called Rodimus Kron. It made an appearance in Machinima's Combiner Wars. Actually, no, it wasn't Combiner Wars. It was let's see, Combiner Wars, Titans Return, Power of the Primes.
Gotcha.
So they did that trilogy, right? The Prime Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
It was Titans. It was Titans Return. No, it was Combiner Wars, Titans Return, and then Power of the Primes. And Rodimus Kron made his debut in the third of that trilogy. First, he was just regular Hot Rod, but with the purple and black color scheme, and he had a faceplate that he kept over his mouth. But then he evolved into Rodimus Unicronus near the end of the series.
Well, maybe we could get that skin for Hot Rod.
Yeah, that I would like to see.
That would be cool. I mean, it's a possibility. Who knows what all we're going to get? I'm just spitballing here. Cause
Yeah.
I do know we are getting the new bots courses Jetfire. He's another one that looks really good.
Yeah.
The Shattered Glass Jetfire.
Yeah, I like that
Although,
a lot.
do we really need another Jetfire, though?
Why not?
Because look how many Jetfires we have. We have more Jetfires than Optimuses.
He has a good track record.
Well, yes and no, actually, on that one. Because if you count Primal, then there's 4 Optimuses in the game. If you only count Optimus Prime himself and versions of him, there's 2.
Wait. So Optimus Prime, Laser Optimus,
Laser Optimus,
Optimus Primal. Who's the fourth
and then
one?
Optimal Optimus.
Oh yeah. So that's actually 3 characters in total. I mean, if you're not, if we're not splitting hairs
Yeah,
here.
you're splitting hairs. But I mean, Laser Optimus, though, is still technically a version of Optimus Prime.
From a different universe, you know.
He is. Well, yeah, but so is the Shatterglass Jetfire.
Okay, but still, you're right. We have anywho.
Yeah, we're digging too deep down the rabbit hole now.
Well, here's the thing though. Like their abilities, all of our Optimus, their abilities have been hit and miss, sort of, kind of. Like Optimus's ability is very situational. Laser Optimus's ability is not bad. Optimus Primal's ability is pretty good. Optimal Optimus's ability is not fantastic. So like they've been hit and miss. Whereas Jetfire, every time we got a Jetfire, his ability on point, does what we needed to do. Excellent addition to the game, and because we got regular Jetfire who has the one shot. We have Cybertron Jetfire who does the one shot and is very effective in raids. We have Jetfire Sky Striker who has just explosive freaking thing. That's really cool. And when you level it up, and it does area damage, and he's invisible while he's in the air, so he's not going to get shot down. And this new Jetfire will probably have something just as awesome. So yeah, I welcome all the Jetfires as long as we can keep this going.
You are biased because you like aerial bots.
Well, I mean, yeah. To be fair, if this wasn't a Jetfire and it was something else, it would still be the aerial bot. I'd still be like, yeah, bring them on, aerial bots.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like something stupid like Air Raid or Trax that an enhanced ordnance core is useless on, or Brainstorm. As long as it's not something like that, because then I'll be like, nope, I'm out.
Trax is useful. Trax is useful. The other two are not.
Right, but you can't put an enhanced ordnance core on him. It doesn't do anything. You have to put like a rejuve core or an attack core or something like that on him.
Does he have a G1 core?
No, he doesn't. And I don't think any of the prime cores would be well suited for Trax.
No, they wouldn't be. Yeah, so you would have to put like just a random core.
Yeah, just a generic one. So
he's still useful if you know how to use him. I've seen people use him and it's amazing.
Yeah, I have too. I mean, he's definitely got his uses. I just don't care to. That's not my style. I'm just blunt force. I'm just gonna bomb. I'm just gonna drop bombs on you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, let's reel this one back in. Are there any more Shattered Glass color schemes that you like, or we've about been through all of them?
Shattered Glass Megatron looks really good. Yes. Shattered Glass, you just mentioned it. Shattered Glass Jetfire looks really, really good.
He does.
Shattered Glass Thundercracker is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Let me tell you.
Oh my god. No. I'm so glad he's a Decepticon. They can have it. Like I was upset about Shockwave, not the Thundercracker. Keep him.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like I almost commented it in the live stream today, but I was like, no, I'm going to ask this question instead. Oh my god. That was so. Oh yeah. But yeah, you're right. You're right. We don't need. I'm super happy to have Shattered Glass Jetfire instead. He looks good. Yeah. His ability's going to be good. I hope. We'll see what it is. It's supposed to be in playtesting starting next week, I think they said. So we're going to find out.
Yeah, because the week after that's when we get him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Nice.
Yeah.
Excited for that new aerial bot. About time. Last one we got was what? Beast Wars Silverbolt?
Beast Wars Silverbolt. And his ability was pretty good. Especially, yeah, and I love how they rolled all three of those Beast Wars bots' abilities into Magnaboss.
Yes.
Like, it made so much sense for them to do that. And they haven't done that with a combiner before, where like they took the individual pieces that make them up and implemented their ability. They did that so well with this bot. I love it.
I think it's because he only had 3 bots, so they were actually able to do it. Because before, you'd had to leave somebody's ability out.
Right. Well, you just pick the top 3 that you think would make the most sense is what I would do. But none of the other bots have terrible abilities. The only one that I don't care for is... Optimus Maximus.
I like him.
I know you do, but nobody else does.
Ah.
That's why everybody call him Optimus Suximus or Suximus Maximus.
Well, let me get a 4-star of him, and I'll see how he truly is once he gets up there.
I've got the 4-star of him. He still sucks.
I love his one ability, like the where he just charges and pounds the ground.
Yeah, that's like the only good ability he has. The rest of it like doesn't do his 4-star ability is the most wasted thing. That might be okay on defense to like spam the EMP rockets and disable the oncoming
Ooh, yeah.
the bots attacking, but if they've got a combiner, as soon as Maximus comes out, they're just going to launch their combiner, and then your ability's been wasted.
Yep.
And then Optimus Maximus will be wasted by this other combiner, because that other combiner is probably awesome, whereas Maximus is the opposite of awesome.
Well, still, I like him. So.
Well, you can have him. Heck, I would give
At
you mine
least
if I
as
could.
a 3-star, he was useful. I can't speak to the 4 yet.
Yeah.
But no one's going to touch Magnaboss as far as sheer awesomeness, though.
No, I am enjoying using him. The little bit that I do, I like him a lot. So, anywho, all right. Well, I mean, I guess let's do like you said and reel this one in. Maybe I'll get this uploaded at a decent hour tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We just got a couple things to handle. That's let everybody know what next week's episode is, and you had some winners to announce, didn't you?
I did have some winners to announce. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So despite having 228 views, only 11 comments, and some of them were replies from me, and nobody tried to solve my trivia. Like, do none of you guys want loot links? I'm giving away 8 of them. 8 loot links. Loot links are... Everybody has loot links. Comment to content creators. We're giving loot links. Do you want a loot link? I've got a loot link. You can have a loot link. Just answer my trivia. Come on, y'all. I got loot links. Anyway, so the only person who answered reached out to me on Discord with the answers, and that person is Cent. C-E-N-T. He is the only person that answered. So because he's the only person that answered, out of the 8 loot links I had to give out, I'm going to give him 2 because he earned it. So congratulations, Cent. You get 2 loot links. As for the rest of the loot links that I still have to give away, I will give you guys more time to watch that video, read the trivia questions, and then give me some answers. I will put a link to that video in the description below. So give it a shot, and if it doesn't work this time, well, I'll find another way to give my loot links away. Anyway.
All right, so that just leaves next week's episode, and it's going to be a really exciting one. We are actually going to have members of Space Ape on the show, Dale and Astra, the community managers. Am I right, DJ?
That's them.
The community managers, they are going to be on the podcast. We're going to be talking with them. Should be really exciting. You looking forward to it, DJ?
I am. I really am. I've been wanting to have Dale on for a while, and then he let me know that Astra was coming on board. So I was really psyched to meet and get to know her, and she was on one of Waz's most recent streams, and she seems like she's very, very nice. I've spoken with her a little bit on Discord myself, and she's very pleasant. And the thing about this, here's how we're going to do this. So we are going to ask them a few things about the game and throw some things out there, like you want for us to do, answer the tough questions, you know what I mean? But for the most part, we want this to be just a really nice, friendly, just all 4 of us getting to know each other video. We're going to try to throw some humor in there. We're going to get to know each other. It's just going to be a nice, enjoyable video, but we will throw some content questions in there for you guys along the way. But we're not going to stick it to them. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, we're not going to be, like all in their face. But we'll see if we can't find out some stuff for everybody. Maybe we can get a little comment on the possibility of 5-star combiners. I know DJ's adamant it's coming, and I'm hesitant to believe that we're going to get them. So maybe, we'll probably get a no comment, but you never know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they could at least alleviate my fears that if it ever did happen, that it wouldn't take that much away from Omega Supreme's specialness. Because I'm adamant that him being a 5-star is what makes him so special.
Well, yeah, but as far as you're concerned, Magnaboss is like the best one in the game now.
Yes,
and
he is.
He outdoes the 5. So what makes him so special about being a 5-star if the 4-star is outperforming him in your eyes?
You have me on that
Argument
one. But to be
invalidated.
fair, when I first started making that argument, I didn't even Magnaboss wasn't even like a thing yet.
No, he was on his way.
He was on his way, but I mean, we couldn't actually use him.
Right.
But I honestly, he's so OP'd. I would not be surprised if they nerfed him at some point.
I hate nerfs. Don't ever. Oh,
I know.
God, don't. I'm deleting that from this video. That's not making it to live. I don't want that idea out there.
I'm just telling you, I really do expect that he's so good. So, but all right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be next week's episode. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be super exciting. Make sure you check out my weekend updates this week. Should be a really awesome event. Gonna have some more Magnaboss footage for you because I'm loving using him like every chance I can get. And definitely check out mine and DJ's Crystal Krakens. Mine will be on this channel. DJ's will be on his. He'll probably put a little box up in the corner of the screen.
I do like my little boxes.
And so definitely check his out as well. Mine is usually up by 8 a.m. on Monday mornings, usually no later. And DJ's has his up usually Monday night or Tuesday morning.
Yeah, because I mean, if we complete the event early, I can record it, like Sunday night and then have it uploaded and ready to go up the next morning. But typically, it goes on into the wee hours of the morning, and I can't be bothered to get up early enough to do that. So it's like late Monday evening, maybe early Tuesday morning is what it usually ends up being nowadays.
So definitely check all of that out, and we will see y'all later. Same bot time, same bot channel. Frankster out.